Grundy up top. Sophomore probing. Finds a man in the corner. It's St. Hilaire who drills a three. And he had his pocket pick. Williams just too quick. Goes around him to the hole. Right-hand scooper is good. Zigriello on the baseline. Draws attention. Frees up Brewer. Hierarchy three. Up and in. Bounce pass ahead. St. Hilaire has left rejected. Can a chance for the lead. Back door to Lacey. Score it. His pass picked off. Brander, cat quick. The freshman to the tin with a nice finish. On the bank attempt, Grudinskis stays with it. Three-pointer now by Galamaga. Three-pointer blocked. Sanasuoso comes down with it, sends it up the floor, and then Sullivan throws it down. Fawcett steps into a long two, up and in. O'Connell, guarded by Zimmerman, deep on the far wing, steps into a long two and drills it. Trying to shake off Morelli into the lane. Back door from Pafford. There's the layup. 4 seconds, timeout with a cut it. Well, hello everyone, and welcome here to Durham. Nick and Astis with you, getting set for this semifinal matchup between Bishop Guertin and Londonderry. A trip to Saturday's championship game on the line. Well, already kicked off the evening in spectacular fashion. A great game in the other semifinal. Winnicott advancing to the championship game for the first time in over a decade, knocking off Trinity 61-48. And now these two teams hoping for a chance to beat the Warriors Saturday. For BG, well, it'll be their first trip to the championship game since 2013 when they lost to Trinity. It would be their third state championship in history if the Cardinals can go all the way. They won it back in '83 and again in 2011. Londonderry, they've only made one state championship appearance in school history. That came 6 years ago in 2015 when the Lancers went unbeaten, led by senior Cody Ball, who went on to play at nearby St. Ansem. So Londonderry hoping that this group, a mixed group, in a lot of ways, can get there and deliver the second state championship on the hardwood in school history. Well, let's take a look at the region and how these two teams got here. In Region 3, Londonderry, they were handed, by luck of the draw, a first-round bye. They took on their arch rival Pinkerton in the preliminary round and knocked off the Astros 66-58. They then held off the dark horse of the tournament, Timberlane, in the quarterfinal round by a final of 69-41. Big second half in that game for the Lancers, who came alive to bury the Owls over the last quarter and a half or so. So there's the trip and the road, basically, to this Final Four that Londonderry has trodden. And then in Region 4, BG had to go the long way around, so to speak. They drew a first-round matchup with a tough Nashua South team, but handed the Purple Panthers a convincing 62-48 loss before moving on to beat the other Nashua public school, Nashua North, in the preliminary round, 70-44. That was a big fourth quarter for the Cardinals. And then BG, they took on Alvern back on Saturday, eliminated the Broncos to get here. Another Final Four appearance. Nate Stanton on the sidelines. He knows this program really inside and out, has some cool heads around him as well in assistant coaches Mike Dunham, Sam Carey, formerly of West, and Brian Stanton, his father, which is always a good guy to have in your corner. And BG, under the guidance of John Fisher, What, 13-4? 14-4, I think, regular season. And then 3 postseason wins, as I mentioned, over South, North, and Auburn. So there we have it. Winnicott awaits the winner in the championship round. And this one should be close. Now, how do these two teams match up, you may ask? We'll start with BG. They've got a lot of length. They've got a lot of seniors. They got a lot of leadership. They got a big boost in the offseason when Nathan Kane transferred from Nashua North to Bishop Guertin. John Sullivan is an excellent floor general, good all-around player, good all-around athlete. And then Dylan Sanasuazo, along with his younger brother Matt, have been outstanding as well and have provided a lot of the scoring punch. The bigs, Lucas Baker eats up a lot of space in the middle at 6'5". He's had a strong second half to the campaign, and Javari Ellison, a 6'6" sophomore, gives Coach Fisher a boost off the bench. So this is a well-coached group that got in a full 18-game schedule during the regular season, and well, with the help of assistant coaches Chris Cameron, Will Horn, and Dylan Mullen, John Fisher enjoying perhaps his most successful season at Bishop Guertin High School. Trying to get the Cardinals back to the big game for the first time since head coach Jim Mignol did it back in 2013. On the Londonderry side, any given night you may see any given player really step up and grab the spotlight. In a lot of ways, I think it starts with Brian Gould. He's got a lot of length at 6'3". He's logged a lot of minutes this season, has basically been a mainstay. Kevin Rourke, pretty good sophomore as well. The freshman is Tyler Brown and Tyler Miles, 2 freshmen. Brown from downtown is a threat, and Miles is huge at 6'5" in the middle. But this is also a program that has had to navigate some exceptionally difficult COVID-19 waters. One of the broadcasts that we did back in February involved Londonderry. They were without starting point guard Jackson Cox in that one, and also their defensive leader, William Reyes, one of the linebackers from the football team. Both of those guys missed some action back in early February, but it's a full unit here tonight. Coach Stanton himself in the paint right now, talking to his guys as the warm-up chops are flying. Kind of a hands-on guy, really a player's coach in a lot of ways. You can see some of the body language there as he looks for some one-on-one time with his guys. During the calm before the storm, about 3 minutes or so away from the introductions here at Oyster River. And again, we thank Andy Lathop and his staff here at Oyster River, really stepping up at the last minute. The semifinals really did not have a home. The traditional home, of course, is down the road at the University of New Hampshire. But UNH unable to host this season, so Oyster River offering us their gym here, and that's where we are tonight. That's where we will be on Saturday as well for the Division I championship. Nonetheless, not a bad crowd on hand. Off to our left, it looks like, is the BG section. A lot of parents. No student body, unfortunately, but a lot of green and gold off to our left. And then Londonderry representing in the red and blue here to my right. Again, unfortunately, no student body. Tonight has been the policy all season long as we continue to deal with the COVID-19 lockdowns. All right. About a minute and a half remaining until the opening spot. Want to remind you to subscribe to our YouTube channel if you have not already. You do not want to miss an upcoming broadcast. Again, we're on YouTube at FNL NH Media. That's FNL NH Media. And feel free to hit the like and subscribe buttons. Again, don't miss any of the action. You'll be notified of all of our upcoming broadcasts. Not just for basketball season either. We'll be back in the springtime with FNL lacrosse. We'll bring you several regular season matchups as we always do. Well, we didn't last year, obviously, because there was no spring season. But we'll be back before you know it in the month of April with some boys lacrosse action. All right. Semifinal number 1 went to Winnicott. Who will win semifinal number 2? Will it be BG in search of their 3rd state championship in school history, or will it be Londonderry looking for their 2nd?
Division I semifinal basketball game between the Cardinals of Bishop Guertin and the Lancers of Londonderry High School.
Well, again, Londonderry has really gone with a number of different starting lineups. Coach Stanton will go up and down the bench. He gets a lot of guys involved. But we've got a pretty good idea of who the starters are at this point. So let's start with Londonderry. We mentioned Jackson Cox, a scorer's point guard, excellent defensively, can take on a slasher's mentality at times. He'll be at one guard for Coach Stanton. And then mentioned William Reyes. His hard-nosed defense could be big tonight for Londonderry as well. Brian Gould, kind of a stretch 3, long arms, a lot of length. Zach Furlong, another good all-around athlete and good all-around player, expected to start tonight. And then Kevin Rourke, the aforementioned sophomore, can really get hot and score in bunches. So that is the Londonderry lineup. Now they're going to announce, I guess, BG first here. BG officially is the visitor. Again, there's no seeds this year in the tournament. There were 4 regions in Division I, up to 5 teams per region, up to 6 teams per region, randomly selected for slots. All right, BG, they got Jordan Robichaud, one of the many seniors on this squad. They've got 10, if you can believe that, 10 seniors. Robichaud is one of them. John Sullivan is another. Combo guard, good leaper, good rebounder. Nathan Kane, as I mentioned, a starter last year at Nashua North, transferred just prior to the start of the school calendar year. Dylan Sanasuazo is their leading scorer. Can really stretch things out from beyond the three-point line. And the 6'5" Lucas Baker will man the middle in green and gold tonight for the Cardinals. And there again, Gould listed at 6'2", but he may be longer from fingertip to fingertip. He's got a long wingspan. Can get out and challenge pretty well on the perimeter and rebound as a result. And again, Reyes, who missed some time earlier this season, he'll perhaps draw the toughest defensive assignment tonight for Coach Stanton. Zach Furlong, good in transition. Pretty good mid-range game as well. There's the sophomore, Kevin Rourke, as we mentioned, another 6-footer. And there's the floor general, Jackson Cox, senior point guard. All right, we'll step aside, come back with the opening possession. Semifinals here on Friday Night Lights, New Hampshire. It's presented by Beals Insurance.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com. Are you on the fence about selling your home? Well, now is the time to take advantage of today's sky-high demand, low supply, and fierce buyer competition. The market is crazy right now, and bidding wars can be strenuous. Don't go at it alone. Let Lori D. Warner of Home Sweet Home, a RE/MAX company, guide you through the process. You need a trusted, licensed real estate professional in your corner. Let Lori D. fight for you. Call 603-664-9090 or email Lori, that's Lori, at djlorid.com. Is your company interested in showcasing your brand to thousands of high school sports fans across New Hampshire? If not, why not? And if so, let's go. Friday Night Lights New Hampshire is seeking sponsorship partners. It's the perfect way for your company to get out in front of the moms and dads who make up our community. Help us help you, and we can grow together. If you're interested in partnering with Friday Night Lights New Hampshire, then email us at fnlnhmedia@gmail.com. That's fnlnhmedia@gmail.com. Join our team today.
Welcome back here to Oyster River High School in Durham. Nick Anastas with you. 2021 coverage of the NHIAA Boys Basketball Division I Tournament here on Friday Night Lights New Hampshire, presented by Beals Insurance. The winner will face Winnicunnet on Saturday, and we are underway. BG in the green, the Londonderry Lancers in the white as Bishop Guertin, officially the home team, given the first possession. A three from Kane is off target. A couple players hit the floor on the rebound, which ends up with the Lancers. First trip for Londonderry. Cox, long two, no good. Long rebound, pulled in by Kane for BG. Quick start here both ways in terms of tempo. Second trip for BG. Cardinals trying to get on the board first. Kane, baseline drive. Skips it near wing, three. Sanasuoso, too strong. And a good rebound by Reyes. Well, again, that's Will Reyes. Listed at 6 feet. Plays like he's 7 feet sometimes. Able to body up the 6'5" Baker and control the big down low. Draws the over-the-back foul. It's the first one either way. It comes 45 seconds into this first quarter. Reyes, a guy who often wears his emotions on his sleeve as well. You heard him give out a lion's roar there. He finds a teammate underneath, but Rourke can't hit the layup. The sophomore got free under the basket. Could not make it work, though. Tough angle. With the right hand, the game remains scoreless. Minute gone by, first quarter. Both teams have opened up in a man-to-man defensively. Kane into the lane. Up top, Robichaud spins to his right, fires, off target on a bank attempt. Rebound Furlong, Londonderry another stop. Now that BG bench making some noise, trying to spur on the defense. Still clapping their hands up and down the bench. Long trip here, no shot clock as we know. Jackson's pass picked off. Game's first turnover comes nearly 2 minutes in. Still no score. BG trying to settle in here. First touch for Fisher. He's got Furlong all over him. And Fisher in some trouble. Lost it for a moment, recovers. Sanasuoso at the free throw line gives a little bit of a shoulder fake and draws the foul. Heady play by the sophomore, Dylan Sanasuoso. He's the quarterback of the football team in the fall. Knows how to take a hit. Draws the foul against Gould. It's the first against Londonderry. Kane, a good look. Won't go from three. Offensive rebound, Baker. Able to pull it in off the bounce. Meanwhile, Kane, a shake, a bounce pass, an offensive foul. Well, Zach Furlong able to step in, absorb the charge, and that's got the Londonderry bench fired up. Assistant coach Sam Carey leaped out of his chair over there. The energy, contagious, and it's contagious early here. It is not, however, translated into points or remains scoreless, now 2.5 gone. Londonderry trying to change that here. BG in a man-to-man. Coach Fisher, always well-dressed, suit and tie over there. Watching the defense do their thing. Londonderry trying to penetrate the paint. Leaner, no. Gould keeps it alive. Intercepted. Sanasuoso up the floor. Fisher able to pump the brakes. Kane the trailer into the lane. Back near side, Fisher. Good defense here by Furlong, trying to steer in middle. Now Sanasuoso pops and connects from downtown. First three for Sanasuoso. First points of the game. Comes nearly midway through first quarter. Both benches really trying to simulate as much crowd noise as they can, although the limited attendance here pretty loud so far as well. Three-pointer, Gould in and out, and that one touched the top of the backboard. It's out of bounds. A loud gym here at Oyster River. It's echoey, it's hot, it's humid. Good gym for some playoff basketball here in March. Might not be Lundholm, but the first game very entertaining. This one off to a good start as well. 3-0 is the BG lead. Make it 5-0. Sanasuoso able to bank it in. He's got all 5 for BG. He was their leading scorer this season. Londonderry still looking to crack the ice. Now past the 4-minute mark. Furlong, jump shot, won't go. And a big rebound in traffic by Robichon. Pass up the floor. Sanasuoso, one dribble to his left. That's up and in. And the senior lets out a scream. Londonderry calls for time. Well, Sanasuoso has opened things up. He's got all 7 of the Cardinals' points. Pretty move there. Under control on the catch. One dribble to his left. Stayed square. And about as good of a shooter when he's in rhythm as there is. Great start for BG. And great start for us, frankly, here on Friday Night Lights, New Hampshire. We appreciate the support. We hope you subscribe to the channel, FNL NH Media on YouTube. It's all brought to you, of course, by Beals Insurance, as it always is. We'll be on air Saturday as well. You better believe it. Winnicott awaiting the winner anxiously here. All right, 7-0 is the Cardinal lead. Londonderry misfiring from their first 5 attempts from the field here. They brought on a sub, Michael Rosatano, a big-bodied 6'3 junior. Try and bring some toughness along that front line. On the floor with Cox, Reyes, Furlong, and Gould. No, not Furlong. Zach Fawcett has come on. Meanwhile, Gould for 3 out of the corner, up and in. Well, that gives the Lancer fans something to cheer about. As a few kick the bleachers off to my right. And there they go again. There's that defense chant. Londonderry's in a zone here. Kane in the corner, bodied up by Reyes, looking for room. Whips a pass to the middle that ends up with Fisher, and the shot ends up in the hole plus the foul. Well, kind of a bobbled pass, frankly, by Kane, trying to avoid the turnover along the baseline. Ends up off the fingertips of Fisher. He was fouled in the process. Gets the roll, gets his first 2. Someone other than Dylan Sanasuoso has scored for BG. 3-point play. Won't go down. Free throw rolls around the rim and out. And the Lancers come back the other way. Cox on the step back. Leaves it short from straight away. And a good skying rebound. Sullivan, of course. I may have called him Fisher. I've done that in the past. Sullivan with 2 points for BG. And he's got the ball here in the corner. Cardinals with a 9-3 lead coming up on 2 minutes to go in this first quarter. San Suazo open off the screen. Three-pointer won't go from the wing. Another rebound for Cox on the weak side. The guard doing a good job on the glass. Three-pointer, Rosatano up and in. Same spot that Gould hit one a moment ago, that near corner. The Londonderry bench fired back up. It's a one-possession difference at 9-6. A mini 6-2 run here by the Lancers. Travel is called against Lucas Baker. It's just the first Cardinal giveaway. Baker going to check out. As the 6'6" Javari Ellison, the high-flying sophomore, onto the floor. Perhaps their best shot blocker. Londonderry down 3. Perhaps looking to tie with a 3-ball here. Cox off the dribble. Fawcett, right-hand dribble in the lane. Scooper won't go off the glass. But did everything right there but the finish. BG dodges a bullet. They've got the ball up 3. Kane driving kick. San Suazo off the glass for 3. Pretty good challenge by Jackson Cox, but when it rains, it pours, and San Suazo feeling it with 10. BG doubling up Londonderry again, 12-6, final 45 seconds, first quarter. The defense chant coming from the BG bench. Rosatano head down into the lane. 2 officials blow the whistle, and they're going to talk about it. It's going to go against the defense, and Rosatano is going to head to the line. Meanwhile, Matt San Suazo has come on, the sophomore, the brother of Dylan, replacing Nate Kane, who's not happy with the call. Kane picks up his second. First time the Lancers have been to the line in this first quarter. Rosatano. Now Londonderry's high man with 4 points off the bench. Free throw, good. 2 for 2. Little zone press here from the Lancers, a 1-2-2, down to 30 seconds. BG's lead is 4 at 12-8. Cardinals come into the front court. Sullivan, nowhere to go. Now attacks Gould, left hand, far corner Robichaud. Final 10 seconds, Robichaud cut off in the baseline, looks middle. San Suazo stripped on the way up. Taken away, Gould for Cox. Cox for 3. Won't go down, and that'll do it. First quarter in the books. Good start for Bishop Guertin, the Cardinals. A 12-8 lead here in the semifinals. Londonderry looking to respond when we come back. You're watching coverage of the 2021 NHIAA Boys Basketball Division I semifinals on Friday Night Lights, New Hampshire, presented by Beals Insurance.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com.
Start of the second quarter, BG a 12-8 lead. Londonderry basketball. Nick Anastas with you. Division I semifinals here on Friday Night Lights, New Hampshire, presented by Beals Insurance. Winnicott. They advanced to the championship round earlier by knocking off Trinity 61-48. BG here in the second semifinal scored the first 7 points. Chance to perhaps equal that margin here with a 4-point lead. Londonderry in a man-to-man. They brought on the freshman Tyler Brown. It's a three-point threat. Speaking of threes, this one up and in. Santa Suazo going to let that one cool off as he hangs the extension. 13 of BG's 15 points for the senior. Saw a great individual performance from Trinity's Royce Williams as Troy Brown knocks down a three. Tyler Brown. Williams, by the way, the loss for Trinity, 31 points. Santa Suazo on pace for something similar. Minute gone, second quarter. Dillon to the hole, offensive foul. That's the freshman Brown, able to step in and draw the charge, and he's fired up. First on Santa Suazo, and the fourth team foul against the Cardinals. Only two on the other side against the Lancers. Meanwhile, subs, Robichaud out. And who's on here for the Cardinals? That's Tyler Mackey, 6-foot sophomore. I hadn't seen much of him during the regular season. Meanwhile, Brown way off. A little too deep there off the glass. Rebound Cardinals. BG a 4-point lead at 15-11. Minute and a half gone by, second quarter. Santa Suazo to his right. Bounce pass. Ends up out of bounds. Well, both teams took pretty good care of the basketball in that first half. Just 2 turnovers each way. In that first quarter, I should say. And it took Londonderry nearly 5 minutes to get on the scoreboard. On the scoreboard, they trailed 7-0. Cox down the lane, trying to get himself going. He's now 0 for 4 from the floor. Missed that one off the back iron. Another defensive rebound for BG. They've controlled the glass pretty well here to start. 2 minutes in, second quarter. Cardinals working the perimeter. Here's Mackey. Ellison back out Santa Suazo and then pull it out. Londonderry in a loose man-to-man. Good extra pass. Santa Suazo wide open in the corner, and you better believe that's in the hole. That's his favorite spot. Either corner, frankly, and he had time to square himself there. Good rotation by the Cardinals. Mackey jumps the pass to the hole, gets the layup. Got it over the streaking Cox, who tried to block it, and now a timeout is called by Coach Stanton. Tyler Mackey. Little defense, offense. Gets the steal and then a tough finish. In traffic over 2 Londonderry players. So suddenly, the lead has been pumped up to now 9 at 20-11. With just over 2.5 minutes gone by in this second quarter. But boy, oh boy. Coach Fisher got to be pleased with the start from his senior, Dylan Santa Suazo. 16 of BG's 20 points. Sullivan and Mackey have combined for the other 4. All right, Londonderry trying to weather an early storm. They trail now by their largest deficit of 9 points. And they'll get a travel here in the backcourt. Junior guard Justin Hoggard, who was just checked in, called for the travel, got his feet going before the dribble. Santa Suazo on fire. Three-pointer is short. Line drive miss from the corner. Rebound collected off the side iron by Brown for Londonderry. Now, who's going to score the ball here for the Lancers? Will it be a 3 here? No. Furlong off target. Rebound pulled in by BG's Ryan Stack, another veteran role player. Meanwhile, Hoggard nearly a steal here on the sideline. But the youngster had his foot out of bounds, his foot on the line. Meanwhile, Santa Suazo, a big round of applause as he checks out for the first time. Here's Kane back on the floor with 2 fouls. Meanwhile, in trouble is Matt Sanasuozo, and foul is called against Londonderry. Lancers able to trap the ball, but they reach in. Foul goes against Brown. His first and the team's third. Coming up at the midway point, second quarter. BG threatening to open up a double-digit lead for the first time. Stack, quick 3, up and in, it's Kane. The former Nashua North Titan. Showing the range and showing why Coach Fisher was excited upon learning of his arrival back in September. BG trying to get to the championship game for the third time in 11 seasons. They won the whole thing back in 2011. Nearly won it again in 2013. They fell in the final round to Trinity and have not been back since. Londonderry just one state championship appearance in nearly 40 years. That came back in the 2015 campaign where they ran the table and beat Pinkerton in the final. Meanwhile, back and forth here, getting a little sloppy as we cross the midway point, second quarter. Foul here on the floor is going to come against the Cardinals. It's on Stack. And Furlong hit the floor. Subs both ways. Mackey out. Over there on the BG sideline. Brown will take a seat for Londonderry. Cox returns for the Lancers. As does Robichaud for the Cardinals. Excuse me, Cox. One-on-one with Sullivan. Backdoor, kicked out of bounds. Oh, I thought it was kicked. Yes, the officials communicate well there and get the call right. Again, a 3-man crew as opposed to a 2-man team that we saw during the regular season. Down the lane, Scooper is good. A much-needed bucket by Zach Furlong, 6'1" senior. An impressive Steve Nash-like finish there, and we're back to a 10-point game as we head towards 3 minutes remaining until halftime. Robichaud sees daylight, double pump finish, and that's got the bench doing cartwheels. Beautiful finish. Robichaud's first bucket. PG now with 5 different players in the scorer's book. The lead is a dozen. 25-13, drive and dump. Reyes to finish. Good look by Cox. First basket for Reyes. Stops the bleeding a little bit. Lancers back within 10. And again, the Londonderry crowd trying to fire up the defense. Instead, we get a timeout. It's a BG timeout, a 30-second timeout. Our broadcast tonight brought to you by Beals Insurance. Locations in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Call Steve at 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com. We're also brought to you in part by Lori D. Warner of Home Sweet Home, a RE/MAX company. Let Lori D. fight for you. Call 603-664-9090 or email Lori, that's Lori, at djlorid.com. 2.5 to go, second quarter. BG up 10. They've led by as many as 12, and they've never trailed. The winner going on to face the Winnicott Warriors in Saturday's Division I championship game. Story for BG in this first half, Dylan Sanasuozo. 16 of the Cardinals' 25 points. Meanwhile, Ellison in trouble. Tied up, jump ball, the call, it will stay at this end of the floor with BG. It's got Coach Fisher off his feet, or on his feet at midcourt. Marking out the play, it frees up Kane. Three-pointer won't work. Good box out on the rebound by the sophomore Kevin Rourke. Londonderry has it. We move inside of 2 minutes to go until the break. Cox, wraparound pass, traveled first. Five giveaways in this first half for Londonderry. Meanwhile, Lucas Baker back on the floor, the biggest man in the gym. At 6'5", at least on the court. Here's the zone trap. Sinisuozo lobs it near side, and then it's intercepted. Good free safety play there by Cox, reading it the whole way. He's going to go down the lane, and he's going to draw a foul and head to the free throw line. Well, Cox missed his first several attempts from the floor, but starting to play a little more aggressive there, looking to attack. Had Sullivan on his right shoulder. Sullivan hit with his first. BG up against the limit now with 6 team fouls. It comes with 1:38 to go. Cox misses the free throw. Cox remains scoreless, misses there. Been a lid on the basket for the Lancers. They've had some good looks in this first half, including a couple free ones there that just won't go down. 1:20 to go. Baker picks up the dribble, and I believe did dribble. Yes, it's a double dribble. No argument from the big man. Just the third turnover unofficially. No, the fourth by my count here by BG in the first half. 1:10. Chance for Londonderry to make it a single-digit game at halftime. That's the goal at this point anyway. Chance to narrow the 10-point gap here. Gould off the double screen. Three-pointer. Off target. Baker another rebound. Another one-shot and out trip by the Lancers. Sullivan crossover. Sinisuozo for three. Ends up on the top of the backboard. May have been rushed. He's played above criticism though in this first half. 16 points. Scored 16 of the first 20 for BG to help build this 10-point lead. 25-15, final 40 seconds now, second quarter. Rosatano bodied up against Baker, goes down to one knee, keeps the dribble alive, and then a timeout. He's going to save the possession from the Lancers sideline. A good heads-up timeout call by head coach Nate Stanton. Comes with 34 seconds to go in this second quarter. Coming up at halftime, we'll recap the first half, get you the statistics you need, preview the second half as well, of course, and we'll recap and revisit our first semifinal. A Winnicott win over Trinity, one of the better individual performances, though, we've seen all season in defeat by the Pioneers' Royce Williams. So a recap there. Coming up at halftime. All right, 34 seconds. Not Trinity, but BG has never trailed here. Scored the first 7 points of the game. And again, on the back of senior Dylan Sinisuozo, they are right now enjoying a 10-point lead. They've led by as many as 12. All right, both the Sinisuozo brothers are back on the floor, along with Robichaud, Sullivan, and Baker. Lancers respond with Gould, the inbounder, Furlong, Cox, Rosatano, and Rourke. They look for Cox, but it's batted away out of bounds. Last touch by Sullivan, the defender. It'll stay with the Lancers. Just a second went off the clock. We're down to 33 seconds. Rosatano up top, head down, spins in the lane. It's a travel. Well, pretty good move by the big, showing the quick footwork, but couldn't quite pull it together. 6 turnovers by Londonderry in this first half. That sets up BG with a chance for the final shot as we work down to 20 seconds. Cardinals a chance to match their largest lead from earlier in this second quarter. Sullivan. Double team. Sinisuoso for 3. Up and in. He's got 19 by my count. I'll double check that at half. He's been unbelievable. Cox, meanwhile, to the rim. Leaves it just short, and that's going to do it for the first half. BG with an exclamation point. 28-15 at half, their largest lead on the board as they head into the locker room. Coming up, a recap, a score check, and another recap from that Winnicott Trinity battle from earlier tonight. So a lot to get to coming up in just a moment. BG, big lead, 28-15 at the break. Londonderry looking for answers and adjustments. We'll be back to Durham in just a moment. You're watching coverage of the 2021 NHIAA Boys Basketball Division I semifinals here on Friday Night Lights New Hampshire, presented by Beals Insurance.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com. Are you on the fence about selling your home? Well, now is the time to take advantage of today's sky-high demand, low supply, and fierce buyer competition. The market is crazy right now, and bidding wars can be strenuous. Don't go at it alone. Let Lori D. Warner of Home Sweet Home, a RE/MAX company, guide you through the process. You need a trusted, licensed real estate professional in your corner. Let Lori D. fight for you. Call 603-664-9090 or email Lori, that's Lori, at djlorid.com. Is your company interested in showcasing your brand to thousands of high school sports fans across New Hampshire? If not, why not? And if so, let's go. Friday Night Lights New Hampshire is seeking sponsorship partners. It's the perfect way for your company to get out in front of the moms and dads who make up our community. Help us help you, and we can grow together. If you're interested in partnering with Friday Night Lights New Hampshire, then email us at fnlnhmedia@gmail.com. That's fnlnhmedia@gmail.com. Join our team today.
Start of the second half here in Durham. BG, their biggest lead on the board. 28-15. Nick Anastas with you. D1 semifinals earlier tonight. Winnicott knocked off Trinity 61-48 to advance to the championship round for the first time in over a decade. These two teams, hasn't been that long, but been a while. Last championship appearance for the Cardinals came in 2013. Last championship win came in 2011. Londonderry, their lone appearance and title, came back in 2015 when the Lancers ran the table. First half here, BG led by Dylan Sanasuoso. How about 19 points for the senior? Scored 19 of the 28, including a number from downtown. And looked very good in that first half. 4 other Cardinal players combining for the other 9 points. And then Londonderry, a balanced effort. 5 different scorers led by junior Michael Rosatano, who came off the bench to lead the way with 5 points. But not a whole lot of offense, frankly, for Londonderry. They were held off the scoreboard for the first 4 minutes of the game, the first nearly 5 minutes without a point. That helped BG build up a 7-0 lead out of the gate. And again, BG just prior to halftime able to stretch that lead up to 13. So we'll see what adjustments Coach Stanton and his staff come up with. They went man-to-man throughout most of that first half. And how does BG counter to those adjustments? All part of that cat and mouse game between the two head coaches, both well respected amongst coaching circles. Coach Stanton with Londonderry and, of course, Coach Fisher with BG. All right. The crowds, very energetic, very raucous at times in that first half, even though the students aren't here, unfortunately. The parents, though, making up the difference in a lot of ways. Definitely been the loudest game we have broadcasted here on Friday Night Lights, New Hampshire this season. 28-15. Londonderry down 13. They begin the third quarter with the ball, and they score on a backdoor left-hand layup by Will Reyes. Defensive-oriented senior with a good slip to the rim there, and it's 11 again, and here come the Londonderry fans stomping on the bleachers. Inside out, Robichaud. High post, Kane, straightaway 3, up and in. Kane hit one from deep in the first half. Doubles his point total there. He's got 6. The lead 14 for the first time. Cardinals in front 31-17. Baseline bounce pass sets up Furlong. Line drive missed, though. Collected by Baker. BG doing a good job. They've got a size advantage, and that really played out on the glass in that first half. Lancers were held most of the time to one shot and out. Meanwhile, the banker from Robichaud won't go. Player on the ground is Furlong, and they say his back was out of bounds, so it'll be BG ball on the baseline. Cardinals up 14. Sanasuoso lobs it underneath, and a foul is called on the catch. Sullivan able to avoid stepping out of bounds there on the catch. And was hit by the sophomore Kevin Rourke. Furlong's going to come out. Rosatano comes on. And here's Lucas Baker. Able to get excellent position. The 6'5 senior was held scoreless in that first half. Not anymore. BG's lead continuing to grow. 33-17. Minute and a half gone by, third quarter. And a foul here. Baker reached in there, lost his balance. Committed his second foul. First team foul here in the second half. Cox also held off the scorer's sheet in that first half. The point guard trying to draw a foul there. Cannot. Rebound Cardinals. Baker, long two, stretches the floor from the baseline, and that's got a few of the parents up on their feet, pumping the fists. Baker now with 4. The lead, 18 for the first time. Londonderry in some real trouble here, 2 minutes into the second half. Rourke trying to shake off Kane. Hands to Rosatano. Back to Kane in the lane. The banker can't go. Baker fighting Gould. And he gets the rebound again for BG. Good effort by Gould, just couldn't get it. Meanwhile, Sullivan to the hole. Fouled hard. The senior came crashing into our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire sign. Hit on the right shoulder, got the shot up with the left hand. Foul is on Kevin Rourke. He's going to check out of the game, the sophomore. Son of an athlete, his father was a pitcher down at UMass Lowell in the late 90s. That athletic DNA is carried over. Meanwhile, free throw won't go for Sullivan. Now Rosatano tied up and fouled. Now Kane doesn't like the call. The Cardinal fans don't like the call. It's on Baker, his third, 2 each way now in the third quarter. 2.5 gone. An 18-point lead still on the board for BG. Londonderry yet to score. No, they scored 2 in this third quarter. Cox called for a travel. Oh, Cox has never quite been able to get on track. The senior guard still scoreless. Meanwhile, foul here against Gould. Got up with Robichaud. Called for a grab. And that's the second on Gould. Full court press here from Londonderry. They need to force some turnovers here. Try and get back in this one. Robichaud drive. Baker, extra pass. Kane thought about it. Back to Baker. Big man bodied up with Reyes. Now Robichaud. Left-hand dribble, trying to shake off Rosatano. Spins to his right down the lane. Banker, no. A lot of contact, no whistle. Rebound Lancers, they want to run. 4 on 3. Rosatano steps into a long 2. Halfway down and out. Offensive rebound, Cox. Cox backs down. Back into the corner. Londonderry will reset. Here's Hoggart. Barely avoids the travel there out of the double team. Now Gould, head down, fades to his right, and draws a foul. Well, a hard-working possession there for the Lancers. An extended trip down, and now Gould try and cut into this 18-point gap at the line as we head towards the midway point of this third quarter. The right-hander cannot connect on the front end. Meanwhile, Baker, a well-deserved rest for BG. Replaced in the middle by Javari Ellison, who played briefly in that first half. Second free throw by Gould is good. He's got 4. Londonderry trying to claw their way back into this one. They're down 17. Sanasuoso is going to add to his point total. Now with a game-high 21, his first bucket since halftime. Able to get the step on the baseline. 19 the lead for the first time. Hoggart dribbles into a crowd in the corner. Gould double team, somehow gets out of it with a left-hand dribble. Goes behind the back underneath to Rosatano, who's got the up and under for 2. With kind of a blind over the head, behind the back style pass by Gould. Did his best just to escape the double team from the corner. Londonderry refusing to quit. They're down 17. Robichaud makes it 20. BG on fire. Three-point line has been kind. Robichaud now with 5. The lead 20 for the first time at 40-20. Rosatano Change that for the moment as he hits a step back to the last 4 for the junior. He's Londonderry's high man with 9. The lead, though, is still big at 18, 40-22. Londonderry going to extend the defense a little bit here. They're in a loose man-to-man, but they're going beyond the three-point line here to match up. Double team comes. Sullivan right-hand dribble. In trouble in the corner. Lost it. Gould on the ground. Jump ball is called. Gould and Dylan Sanasuazo tied up. That allows both coaches to make some changes. Hoggard out for Londonderry. We get another look at Zach Fawcett, who played well off the bench in that first half. BG going to bring on the younger Sanasuazo, Matt, who joins his brother along with Sullivan, Kane, and Ellison on the floor. So 3 starters each way here inside of 3 minutes to go, third quarter. BG in no hurry, up 18 without a shot clock. Foul here on Reyes. Well, it's tough without the shot clock. It really is for a team trailing. Defense really got to work hard and get some breaks, frankly. Some things to go their way, trying to force a turnover. I know it's still relatively early in the second half, inside of 3 minutes to go, third quarter. Rosatano going to power his way to the rim and draw the foul. Knocked to the ground there. After going coast to coast, Rosatano has been Londonderry's best player tonight. At least in the scorer's book, 9 points off the bench. Played with some heart and some hustle as well with 2:25 to go in this third quarter. Rosatano the free throw. Well, the Lancers 2-0 in this postseason. They beat their crosstown rival Pinkerton in the preliminary round. And then it looked like a Timberlane team that had hit its stride was poised to pull off another upset until the Lancers exploded in the second half and put the Owls to bed to punch their ticket to the Final Four. But it has not been easy tonight. They have trailed BG the whole time. Cardinals, a team that went 12-5 in the regular season. Or 13-4, I should say. Drive and dump. Reyes, wild scooper, no, but a foul. So I think the Cardinals were 14-4. I got to double check that. Either way, a strong regular season, followed up by 3 tournament wins so far. They beat South, they beat North, and they beat Alvern back on Saturday to get here. Free throw for Reyes. One of the emotional leaders of this team, the senior. Frankly, one of the better linebackers on the football field in the fall for Londonderry. One of the better linebackers in the state. He brings that aggression, that energy to the basketball court as well. Goes 1 for 2. He's got 5 points. Londonderry back within 15, the closest they've been since the start of this third quarter, where they trailed by 13. On for BG is Tyler Mackey, who played well off the bench for BG in that first half. Meanwhile, Gould is knocked down. Foul goes against Cox. His first, and now 5 team fouls each way, so they're starting to add up. With 1:41 to go here in the third quarter. Coach Fisher, more subs for Bishop Guertin. Sullivan and Mackey out. Kane, Robichaud, Ellison, and the 2 Sanasuazos, the 5 in green. Here's Matt on the baseline. Back for Ellison. Had it poke loose. Furlong sends it up the floor for Cox, and Cox finally is going to get a basket here. Great job getting ahead of the defense there. Cox trying to spearhead a Londonderry comeback. They're within 13, and here come the Lancer fans. Timeout, PG. Well, the momentum had swung, and I think Coach John Fisher knew it over there on the BG sideline. He calls for time with 1:10 to go here in this third quarter. Londonderry has never had the lead here tonight. They've trailed the entire way by as many as 20 a moment ago, but they have scored 7 straight over the last couple of minutes. They're within 13, which was the halftime deficit. Earlier tonight, Winnicott, with a strong second half, able to put Trinity away and earn a trip to the final for the first time since 2010. Final score in that one was 61-48. Royce Williams of Trinity in defeat ends up with 31 points. 22 of those coming in the second half. A great individual performance. All right, both cheering sections getting loud. BG trying to end a mini drought here. Put a stop to Londonderry's 7-0 run. Final minute of action, third quarter. 40-27. A little bit of a different look here by Londonderry. It's a 1-3-1 with Gould, the long-armed Gould at the top. Backdoor feed, beautiful. That's Matt Sanasuazo, his first basket off the bench. Pushes the lead back to 15. Rosatano's three won't go down. Ellison, a good box out in traffic for BG. Cardinals quickly up the floor. Dylan Sanasuazo, the high man tonight with 21. Cardinals will restart. And it looks like a hold for the final shot. Reyes trying to jump the passing lane, knocked it out of bounds with 14.4 seconds remaining. The 6'5" Lucas Baker back on for BG. He replaces Kane. Backdoor, good catch near the iron, and an easy finish for Baker. All 6 of his points have come in this third quarter. Final 5 seconds. Cox, step back 3, short. One more for Reyes, around the rim and out. And that'll do it for the third quarter. A big quarter for Bishop Guertin. They add on to their halftime lead, and they're up now 17-3 at 44-27. Does Londonderry have enough for a historical comeback, or will BG head back to the championship for the first time in 8 years? We find out next. You're watching coverage of the 2021 NHIAA Boys Basketball Division I Tournament on Friday Night Lights, New Hampshire, presented by Beals Insurance.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com.
Start of the fourth quarter here in Durham. It's been loud, it's been energetic tonight, and it's been fun to call. Nick Anastas with you here on Friday Night Lights, New Hampshire. Bishop Guertin with a big 17-point lead as we begin the fourth quarter. There is a foul here on the Cardinals. It's against Nathan Kane, his third, and the team's sixth. Londonderry, they have never led tonight. Surrendered the game's first 7 points. Trailed by 13 at the break, down 17 here to begin the fourth. Meanwhile, Gould, the scooper. No, but a foul. It was Robichaud who hit the deck. for BG, but the foul goes against Lucas Baker. And that team foul puts BG over the limit with 7. 4 on Baker. Free throw for Gould ends up short. He's now 1 for 3 at the line. Baker going to come out after picking up that 4th foul. Sullivan right back on. Story of the first half for the Cardinals was senior Dylan Sanasuazo. 19 of his 21 points came before the break. Had help in that third quarter from Lucas Baker, who just checked out. Scored all 6 of his points in that third quarter frame. The lead 16 at 44-28. Meanwhile, heads up. Hard landing by Kane. That's got Coach Fisher upset. Kane may have hit his head there. But the former Nashua North Titan proving his toughness. He's okay. It was an offensive foul against Kane, his 4th. He was fought foul trouble here throughout. He's going to check out now. So Baker and Kane, 2 starters with 4 fouls. Coach Fisher still ripping into the referees over that call. Londonderry got to hurry. Already a minute gone by, 4th quarter. They're down 16. Cardinal fans chanting defense. Cox runs out of room. Hooks up with the freshman Brown, who buries a 3. Lead down to 13. Brown with 6. He had a 3 back in that first half as well. Meanwhile, Sanasuazo barely escapes a double team. Hit on the arm and fouled. He'll head to the line for a 1-and-1. Right? No. Sorry, that's his 6th team foul. Only the 6th against Londonderry. There's 8 on the other side. 3-pointer. Too strong from Sanasuazo. Offensive rebound, Sullivan. Going to pull it back out. Boy, all of a sudden the Lancer defense suffocating there, but another foul is called against Londonderry. That'll send Sullivan right back to the stripe for another 1-and-1 situation. The foul went against Brown. His first for the Lancers. So 7 team fouls now against Londonderry. Free throw for Sullivan is good. Well, Sullivan, I like his game. Not going to jump out on the stat sheet. At least not so far tonight, just 3 points. But does a little bit of everything, makes a lot of the winning plays that often end up translating. Logged a lot of minutes, handles the ball, plays good defense, rebounds. Quick 3 from Gould won't go. Matt Sanasuazo pulls in the defensive board, gets it to his brother along the far sideline, and then the turnover is at midcourt. Rosatano off the catch, double pump finish. He's got 12 to lead Londonderry. 2 minutes gone, 4th quarter. One last push perhaps for the Lancers. They're down 12. Trying to make something happen out of the 1-2-2. Sullivan on the dribble drive. Open is Robichaud, who passes on the shot. I think that's a smart move, actually. He was wide open, but by putting it on the floor, he draws the foul and now gets a couple of free looks here, or at least a 1-and-1. 8 team fouls each way. 12-point gap at 45-33. Free throw is short, but Robichaud follows his own miss and ends up with it off the bounce. Another try for the Cardinals. Foul here against Reyes. Had a word for Sullivan after he nudged him towards the sideline. Just a second on Reyes. So Sullivan, who went 1 for 2 a moment ago, no problem there, although just 2 for 5 tonight at the stripe, make it 3 of 6. (47-33). 2.5 gone, fourth quarter. Londonderry really trying to maximize every trip down. Rosatano on a backdoor slip, offensive foul. Tough call. Rosatano upset, slapped the floor. Good job by Robichaud to draw the charge. Under the basket there on the baseline. Took the brunt of the contact as well. Rosatano, a big kid. 1-3-1, three-quarter court press here from the Lancers. They're down 14. Nearly 3 minutes in, fourth quarter. BG very calculating against the press. Do a good job breaking it again. Cox hunting down Sullivan, and there's the miscue. The pressure pays off there as the sophomore. No, that was the senior, Dylan Sanasuazo. Took his eye off the ball for a second. Ends up costing BG, although they have overall taken good care of the basketball. Just 7 turnovers by my count. 5 minutes to go in regulation. Lancers go backdoor. Rosatano whips up and over the shoulder shot that won't go down. And another good defensive rebound for Sullivan. BG gets the stop they want. We head towards the midway point, fourth quarter. Coach Sullivan has not sat down the entire game. He's been on his feet. He claps his hands here as the Lancers commit another foul. Foul against Gould is third. No, Reyes is third. Double bonus time as well. So a 2-shot free throw the rest of the way. Dylan Sanasuazo now 22 points. 19 of those came in the first half, where he was unconscious at one point from deep. 2 for 2. Got 23. Meanwhile, foul here against Sullivan, his second. Meanwhile, Rosatano, after a lengthy stay, going to take a seat here. The junior expressing some frustration. 16 the gap at 49-33. Londonderry has trailed throughout. Cox's free throw is good. Jackson Cox, 0 for 2 at the line in that first half, was scoreless at the break. Trying to go 2 for 2, but cannot. Rolls off the rim and out. Another defensive rebound for the Cardinals. That's been a theme tonight. 49-34, just over 4 minutes to go. Midway through fourth quarter. Lancers really getting out and challenging now. Denayan on the weak side, trying to poke the ball loose. BG unfazed right now, running the weave up top. Coach Fisher in charge on the sideline. Again, no shot clock in the NHIAA. Robichaud saw a lane, ended up traveling. And now the senior asking for an explanation. Shuffled the feet a little bit there at the end of the dribble. Lancers got to hurry. Inside of 4 minutes now. Down 15. Trailed by double digits this entire second half. Furlong, spin move, banker, no. Sullivan showing you the ups there, gets the rebound in a crowd, and then a foul is called deep in the backcourt against the Lancers. Well, we saw Sullivan throw one down in the season opener. Brilliant one-handed tomahawk dunk in traffic that was against Bedford way back in January. Just to give you an idea of the hops. Listed at 6'3". Meanwhile, Coach Stanton with a concern over on the Londonderry sideline. It comes with 3:40 remaining. Still a 15-point spread here. Foul on Furlong is first. Again, double bonus each way. Or it will be each way. BG has 9 team fouls. Londonderry well over the 10 team foul mark at this point. Sullivan starting to heat up at the line. He's hit 4 in a row after missing 3 of his first 4. All in all, a 17-point gap now for BG, led by as many as 20 back in the third. And we're up 13 at half. Brown for Gould, near side 3, short. Sullivan another skying rebound. In green and gold for BG. Meanwhile, Robichaud into the front court, throws it away. Tried to skip it across the floor to a trailer, but not on the same page. Londonderry gets a break. Got it back now with 3:13 to go, fourth quarter. Still a 17-point bulge, 51-34. Cox right to the hole. 2 big steps. Foul first. And wave off the shot. It won't matter. It's double bonus either way. So 2 free throws coming for Cox. 1 for 4 at the line tonight. 3 points. A lot of whistles in the second half. Relatively few whistles in the first half. Cox just hasn't been his night. Only 1 field goal. And now 1 for 5 at the line, making 2 for 6. 51-35. Londonderry going to set up the press. Coming up on 3 minutes to go. Fourth quarter. The winner goes on to Saturday's championship game where Winnicott awaits. Sullivan into the front court. Rosatano shadowing him. Now it's Robichaud, a touch between the circles. Far side wing. Kane gets rid of it quickly. Sanasuazo shake on the baseline. Goes up and scores. 25 points for Dylan Sanasuazo. Cox for 3. In and out, no. And a jump ball on the rebound. A good hustle by Zach Fawcett to tie up the Cardinal in the lane, but it's going to work out in BG's favor. They got the possession arrow. Meanwhile, Ellison comes out. The sophomore getting pumped up by JV coach Will Horn on the BG sideline. Meanwhile, there's a turnover. It's going to lead to a Gould layup. The steal and dump. Gould just his second field goal. Got 7 now. And what's this? Gould is down and shake it up, grabbing his left shin. Not a good sign. That comes with 2:28 to go. Gould, who I do not believe has come off the floor, may have to here. Gets a well-deserved round of applause. How about the senior? Leaving it all out on the floor. He's gone hard both ways. And he's visually upset there at the end of the bench. I can imagine an emotional moment, I'm sure, for all these seniors here. Londonderry loaded with seniors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and a handful of juniors as well. But for the seniors, it looks like more increasingly this will be the end of the road. As Londonderry down 16 with now 2:22 to go. The fouls continue to be given. And as Furlong picks up his 5th, so he's fouled out. Meanwhile, first one no, second one yes for Robichaud. He's got 6. 54-37, Cox trying to make something happen. Fawcett, good crossover. The leaner, though, won't work. Another rebound for Sullivan. He's been on the glass. Meanwhile, Cox poked it loose from behind. Players on the floor, and then a foul against Kane, and that, I believe, is going to be number 5 against the senior. Good effort by Kane going for the loose ball. He is going to foul out, however, and receive a round of applause. I think he was smiling under that mask. It's hard to tell. Certainly handing out high fives. Finishes with 6 points, and fouls out with 2:06 to go in the game, or at least in the fourth quarter. Free throw for Cox, in and out, and that's been the story of Londonderry's night. Can't quite get the touch. Cox 2 for 7, now 2 for 8. Bounce pass up the floor and heads up. 3 players hit the ground before the ball ends up out of bounds. Turn it into kind of a sloppy finish here. Now inside of 2 minutes. Meanwhile, Will Reyes going to get a well-deserved round of applause, some hugs over there on the sideline. Looks like the senior's career is over. A career, though, that included a gridiron championship back in 2019. Part of that undefeated Londonderry team under Coach Lozon. Meanwhile, Rosatano keeps it alive. Fawcett came down with it, and then a foul here. Now, the refs are calling everything right now, frankly. In a 17-point game with a minute 50 to go. Been a free throw competition here. Fawcett gets in the scorer's book. 7th different score tonight for Coach Stanton. Second one ends up short. The rebound ripped away by Ellison. BG trying to play keep away here for the final 100 seconds. They're up 16. They have never trailed tonight. They led by as many as 20. Sinisuoso, sideline, throws it away. Triple team produces a turnover. Rosatano the steal. The junior down the lane. Right-hand banker, no. Ellison tried to rip it away from 2 Lancers, including Furlong, who I thought had fouled out. I guess not. Picks up just his 3rd here. Stops the clock with a minute 22 to go. When Londonderry will not quit. Although Coach Stanton now going to bring in 3 different players here, all reserves. Ellison, meanwhile, can't cash in on the first of 2. First trip to the line. All right, round of applause for these seniors. Well deserved. Zach Fawcett has checked out. Justin Cox and Zach Furlong as well. All 3 seniors, all 3 seeing their careers come to an end tonight. Coach Fisher going to do the same thing. He's going to yank his starters off the floor, it looks like. The difference being, of course, they'll be on the floor Saturday. The chance to cap off their careers, perhaps with a championship. Winnicott, of course, with other ideas. Coming up after the game, we'll preview that one. BG Winnicott will recap this one as well. Get you out of here on a high note. It's all coming up. Part of our post-game coverage. 3-pointer, Rourke, 2 deep. Air ball for the sophomore out of bounds. Stops the clock, minute 13. The gap still 17, the second unit on the floor for the green and gold. There's a touch for Bradley Matarazzo. Long 2 won't go down there for Gianni Ungaro. Clock continuing to tick down to 45 seconds. Final 40. Again, keep away. BG scored the first 7 tonight and really never looked back. Dylan Sinisuoso set the tone in that first half with 19 of his 25 points. BG a double-digit lead at the break. And I got to imagine that Coach Fisher is overall very pleased with his effort Every coach finds things to work on, sure, but overall, BG in control of this thing really throughout. And that's always a good thing if you're a coach. Jeff Lynch, the trigger man, having a hard time getting it in. And now BG set to play keep away here for the final 20 seconds. So Saturday's matchup is set. It'll be Winnicott against Bishop Guertin as Jeffrey Lynch misses a layup. Stays with his own miss. Ungaro looking inside. That'll be broken up, and that'll do it. BG now 4-0 in the postseason. 4 down, 1 to go for Coach Fisher's group. They eliminate Londonderry tonight, 55-38. Coming up, a recap of this one. We'll get the final stats. We'll preview Saturday's championship round as well, as this one goes final. Right back to Durham in a moment. You're watching Friday Night Lights New Hampshire, presented by Beals Insurance.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com. Are you on the fence about selling your home? Well, now is the time to take advantage of today's sky-high demand, low supply, and fierce buyer competition. The market is crazy right now, and bidding wars can be strenuous. Don't go at it alone. Let Lori D. Warner of Home Sweet Home, a RE/MAX company, guide you through the process. You need a trusted, licensed real estate professional in your corner. Let Lori D. fight for you. Call 603-664-9090 or email Lori, that's Lori, at djlorid.com. Is your company interested in showcasing your brand to thousands of high school sports fans across New Hampshire? If not, why not? And if so, let's go. Friday Night Lights New Hampshire is seeking sponsorship partners. It's the perfect way for your company to get out in front of the moms and dads who make up our community. Help us help you, and we can grow together. If you're interested in partnering with Friday Night Lights New Hampshire, then email us at fnlnhmedia@gmail.com. That's fnlnhmedia@gmail.com. Join our team today.
$55-38 the final. BG a winner in the semifinals. They will face Winnicott on Saturday night in the championship round. Right now, that game is tentatively scheduled for 7 o'clock, although that is not official. Check the NHIAA's website for that official start time. We have a feeling, though, it'll be 7, but don't quote me. NHIAA.org is the official home of the NHIAA. In this one, BG got off to a good start and did not look back. They scored the first 7 points of the game, led by 13 at the half. Dylan Sanasuazo, 19 of his 25 came before halftime. He was on fire from three-point land. The lead ballooned up to 20 late in the third quarter. Londonderry, though, to Coach Stanton and his guys' credit, they didn't quit. Trimmed it down to 13 at one point, but that's the closest they came as they fall in the end by 17, 55-38 the final. They will face Winnicott. The Warriors earlier tonight took care of business. They beat Trinity despite 31 points from Pioneer senior Royce Williams. So the matchup is set. Winnicott looking for their first championship since 1992. They last appeared in the championship game, as I mentioned earlier, back in 2010, while Bishop Guertin hoping to bring home the bacon for the third time in school history, the first time since 2011. They were last in that spot back in 2013 as runner-ups. All right. Got a few thank yous and a few programming notes. First of all, we want to thank everyone on site here at Oyster River High School, including Rob Quagliari, the assistant athletic director. He's been the point man here. He's been on point throughout the evening. Andy Lathrop is the athletic director. We appreciate his help as well. All right, Saturday. You will not be able to watch the game live on our YouTube channel, unfortunately, but we will have the call, and it will be live on the NFHS network. Again, that's the NFHS network, part of that partnership with us. So again, that's for a fee. You can watch it live on the NFHS network on Saturday night. The girls' Division I final, we will also carry for the NFHS. That comes your way on Sunday. After the games have been aired live, we then plan to upload the game on our YouTube channel, which if you have not subscribed to, please do. FNL NH Media. Again, that's FNL NH Media. So our crew will be carrying the game on NFHS, the NFHS network. And then after it's aired live, you can watch it where you usually do, where all of our archives are located. That's on YouTube at FNL NH Media. Want to thank the sponsors. Beals Insurance, locations in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com. And also the newest member of our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire family. That's Lori D. Warner, a realtor from a home, sweet home, a RE/MAX company. Let Lori D. fight for you. Call 603-664-9090 or email Lori if you're interested in getting into the housing game, so to speak. Lori's email, lori@djlorid.com. Want to thank John Barron, hardest working man in the industry, for bringing you the HD shots here tonight. Doing a great job as our lead videographer. Of course, Ben Beals is our producer back in the Beals Insurance Studios. Doing a great job, as always, with the replays, the graphics, and all the bells and whistles that make this thing fun. Of course, the executive producer who's on site tonight, Steve Beals. We appreciate him being here. Saying so long. Final score, final time. BG, a winner tonight, 55-38 over Londonderry. This has been a presentation of the 2021 NHIAA Boys Basketball Division I Semifinals here on Friday Night Lights New Hampshire, presented by Beals Insurance.